and those that are encountered that are just flat out in the country illegally be deported. They want to see those numbers grow. Look, it's 15 to 20 million, Rick, as we know, that came into the country illegally, unvetted. And we don't even know if that number is accurate because the Biden administration let it grow so out of control. We're talking about threats originating from 180 different countries. So I think ICE is doing a great job, but I think Secretary Noem and others in the administration want to see those numbers grow higher. And they need to if we're going to make a difference in the next 4 years.
Well, they're going to need help to do it, Charles. ICE has received a tsunami of applicants recently, but there's a problem. Border Czar Tom Homan says there's what he called a high fail rate on physical standards. Is ICE being too picky with candidates, or do you think there are just too many out-of-shape people applying for these jobs as federal agents?
Well, it's both. You've got to maintain standards, and that includes both vetting on people's backgrounds as well as their physical fitness levels. Look, if I raised my hand to go back to federal law enforcement today to work for ICE, I would expect that I would have to meet the physical fitness standards of the agency. And unfortunately, a lot of people, as well-meaning as they may be, are not going to be able to pass those standards. They're not going to be able to pass the written tests. They're not going to be able to fulfill all the other requirements of the curriculum to become a federal agent. And those standards need to stay in place, and they need to stay in place for a good reason.
Yeah, well, as somebody who was there for decades, you would know, and I appreciate that. You don't want people who can't keep up. You don't want people who are going to bring down the level of everybody else, just like Pete Hegseth said about troops. They have to be in shape, and everybody has to do the job, everybody who's there. So if you're too weak, then get out of the way, because they got to get the job done. And Charles, clearly there is so much left to do.
So much left to do, not only here in the interior of the United States, but look, around the world. We've got Mexico, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They want to be part of the solution, yet they remain a part of the problem. We've got other aspects. Colombia. I'm extremely disappointed in Colombia based on the investment that the United States has made in that country, based on the fact that our military was a key part of Plan Colombia in helping Colombia combat the FARC, a terrorist insurgency that actually wanted to run the country. And now it's fallen back into the typical hands of a leader who's